Hello. Wow. Wait a second. Why? Let me do something with the gates. Oh no, it's the compressor. If I reduce it like that, it should be better. Wait. First, hopla. And then, because you can hear all my mouse sound, I don't like that. I mean, not that I like it either for myself, but... Okay, hello everyone, welcome to the stream. And let me first and foremost... Oh! There is a problem. Where is this? Here. Okay. It's printing. Oh, and this... Let me move it. It's dirty. And let me get the chat. Sorry, I'm a bit sick. So sorry by advance for my voice. And I hate that. Let me for now at least. Let me put this. Okay. What? No, that's awful. Okay, but then I need to put this. Ah. Okay, that's good. And Happy New Year everyone, Meilleur welcome to the stream. I'm Nicolas, you're on SUNLU stream, and tonight we're gonna talk about calibrating filaments. I still need to reduce them up like this, and I wish you speedy recovery. Thank you. It's nothing, it's just a clogged nose. It stopped me from sleeping, prevent me from sleeping, so it's a bit annoying. And as you can see, my voice is a bit weird, and I need to take a break in speaking every 10 seconds in order to breathe, otherwise I collapse. Okay, and also, I don't remember who said that, but yeah, it was Yellow Magic Orchestra, of course. Which means that on the replay of the stream, the whole intro will be mute because it's not royalty free. Let me, before we start, I still want to blah 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 blah. Okay, let me see if I do this. No. Ah. But okay. Now you can still hear it. Okay, well, anyway, I will try not. Oh, now it's even worse. If I do this like that, but then that means that I need to reduce this a bit. Hopla. Okay. Well, sorry if you hear mouth sound. Hopefully it won't be too bothering. And I will drink water so you don't have to hear too much mouth sound. Anyway. So, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. Shot of whiskey, lemon juice, honey and hot water, clear it up. If it doesn't, if you drink enough, or if you won't care, yeah, drink a lot of water. That's the plan. I have this full of ginger. I don't have honey, but I don't have whiskey either. This is ginger and lemon juice, so it should do the trick. And I drank a lot of stuff. Don't worry. Thank you. Maybe whiskey during the live stream is a good idea indeed. This I'm gonna put here. This is the chat that you can see. And I'm not ready. As you can see, I'm not ready. I mean, have I ever been ready for a stream? I don't know. Tell me also if the music is too loud or if it's okay. Let me just put this. And okay. So, and thank you for subscribing, Jacob. Derek. Welcome to the stream. I have ginger tea. I'm so called ginger tea, so nice. I love ginger. And it's have nothing to do with my hair. What's going on here? Let me see. Apparently, I need to clean the nozzle. Yeah, okay, maybe. Ah, no. I know what's going on. Basically, okay, so let me explain so you can understand. And also why it's not working right now. So, what I'm trying to do and what we're gonna do tonight is that we're gonna calibrate some filaments. Because as you know, since we received it a long time ago, but since we did the live stream on Tuesday about it, we have a new printer sent to us by Prusha, the Core 1 Plus, and we want to calibrate the filament for it. Tonight we're gonna do PETG. It could have been any other filament. I chose PETG. Did I already test rubber printer? No, not yet, not yet. And so, since it's PETG, I just put the texture plate instead of the smooth plate. Because it's way easier to print on it, to detach the print and everything. I overall prefer the textured plate. And I'm wondering if the thing is, I'm wondering if I need to set up the texture plate or no on the printer to tell him that it's auto. I'm not sure anymore. Because I know we had to do it for the... I don't think so. Okay, so... Up. Technically we don't have to do it. Well, we will see. Anyway. It started nicely. And also, regarding the printer, I did a little modification today. It's not fully done because I need to print something, but it's this. Yeah, you can see that it's not perfect, but basically now the top cover it's on hinge, because before that it was fixed with rivets on the thing, and now there is a hinge. So I need to change the screw there because, as you can see, it doesn't close. I need to slam it in order to close. But that's a nice mod, the first mod of a long series, because as always, when we have a Prusha printer, all the fun is in modding. Prusha Core 1, I hope to own one day. Yeah, I hope you will own one day. It's a Prusha Core 1 Plus, and I don't want to be greedy, but now I want to own a Prusha Core 1L. Okay, I really need... It pissed me off. I really need to set up this compressor. Give me a second. If I do this... And... Okay. Now it should be better. Ah, yeah. And now, if I continue the same ratio, but I need to... Okay. Okay. As always, it's always a bad idea to do the... It's always a bad idea to do the sound setting during the stream, but I don't have much choice. Let me just put this because I forgot. And okay, sorry for my English, I'm French. Well, I'm French too. So hey, too much French on this stream. Way too much. I think we're ready to go. So, as I said, tonight we're gonna try to calibrate the filament. We're gonna start by calibrating the PTG. To do that, sorry, to do this, so we can speak French. Unfortunately, no, it is a fully English stream. Maybe one day we will do a full French stream. Maybe. I'm watching it because now I'm stressed. Okay, it worked. What was I saying? Yes, we need to calibrate the filament. So in order to calibrate the filament, we have to do several things. Also, I said that we were starting with PTG, but on Prusa Slicer there is already a PTG setting. This one. It's not the best since my camera is hiding the thing. Oh, it doesn't matter. Yeah, there is this one, which is a preset for PTG, for SUNLU PTG. So of course we're gonna try this one. But is SUNLU in France? No, SUNLU is in Germany. In Frankfurt. So yeah, we're gonna try this one, and of course we're gonna tweak it to adapt for our usage. And I just realized that my mic is a bit low. I need to... Okay, like this it should be better. So we are gonna run a couple of tests, a couple of calibration, and the first one is the cube. This one, so it's currently printing. It should be ready in... Okay, it should be ready in half an hour. Yeah, I tried to start it before, but I didn't watch the printer and I started way too late. And so, yeah, because it's 33 minutes of print and I started only now. So maybe I should have started before, but I printed all kind of thing during the day. So, yeah, my management of this stream is not the best. But I'm sure you won't mind. Anyway, we will find other thing to entertain ourselves in the meantime. So as I said, we're gonna run a calibration. So the cube, I'm gonna talk about it a bit later. It's basically the extrusion multiplier test. I'm gonna go in detail of each one of them. Then we're gonna do a temperature test slash stringing slash temperature. I don't have much of a thing to say on it. But we already talked about it on last Tuesday. Temperature test nowadays. Let me show you. I already ran some of them, and up. The issue that I have right now with modern 3D printer is that they are all perfect. So this was with PLA. They are all perfect. And basically, a simple temp tower like that doesn't really mean much. Because you print it, and then you realize that the 190 or okay, the music is still a bit too loud like that. And then you realize that the 190 or the 230 have the exact same result. I mean exact, like the difference between the temperature are very minimal. So that will be part of the challenge of today. It will be to find a good way, a good temp tower, basically. Probably that we're gonna go a bit lower, a bit higher, and also we are gonna print at higher speed than that. Because if we are higher speed, we can see technically a bit more difference. We can see a bit more Yep. So SUNLU is a good filament, exactly. The filament is too good. So no matter the setting, it will be good. That's why I don't print temp tower anymore. I just tweak temperature based on stringing test. Well, if you have any good stringing test, don't hesitate to send it to me. If same result at 190 to 230, then that depends on what you want. I would use usually a bit lower temperature because the result is a bit cleaner, less stringing and everything. But often we say that the higher the temperature, the sturdier the print will be. Because basically there is a better fusion in the between the layer. So you see, I'm trying to, I'm breaking the temp tower right now, and it's gonna be hard for you to tell, but basically this, the lower I get, the harder it is to break. Like this one, it's way harder. So that means that in terms of pure strength, we would be better at 220, 230. It's just, okay, this was just a shitty test for now. You shouldn't take it too seriously. It's just to show you that, yeah, there is a better fusion, there is a better layer adhesion at higher temperature. So we're gonna look into that too. I print model 8377 86. Let me look at that. Oh, also I have something that I want to show you, a new tool that we're not gonna use today. I have quite a lot of new tools now, but one of them we're not gonna use today. Okay. What? No, okay. The sound is very bad if I put this. I'm still trying to figure out this sound. I still don't like it. Oh, maybe if I do this. This. Okay. Ah. Okay. I will see. So this is the one you're talking about. It's a little fast stringing retraction test. Okay, well that's you how do you say? Well, look who's made it. Look who designed it. I think we know this guy. So as I was saying, you went forward. No, I don't know. Well, anyway. My god. The stream started since 20 minutes and I'm already struggling. I was saying, yeah, one of my tests basically was also a retraction test. Do I have an example? No. But basically, yeah, thank you. I think I need to some tomato. Did I miss it, or is there a link to the test? No, there isn't, but basically, Mr. Matey send the code. I print model 837786. If you go look on printable, you will see this model. But I will, don't worry, put it in the chat too. Hopla. So yeah, as I was saying, Facebook here. As I was saying, the retraction test, because basically there is, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna take the technical data made by SUNLU to set up the filament. But depending on the printer, these settings are sometimes a bit off. So we need a way to calibrate it. And the retraction setting is one of them. So retraction, the thing is I don't really have any print to show you because the retraction is often quite good. Maybe you will see it here. So, maybe you can see. Of course, it's focusing on the other one, but basically the retraction is the place where the printer change layer, and by changing layer, it will retract the filament a certain length and a certain speed, and it will print the other layer. And if this setting is not calibrated properly, you will end up with, if I can show you, I cannot show you. You can kinda see. Some line. Basically, there is some line at there. So either it's a blob, if you don't retract enough, or it's not enough filament, it's like a hole if you retract too much. That's another setting that we're gonna tweak and that we're gonna work around. I haven't used a printer yet and haven't printed one yet. With your PTG, it's working great so far with the generic setting. Usually we don't need to do all this for the general filament. By general filament, I mean PLA, PTG, ABS. You don't need to do this kind of thing. We will still look the same, exactly. It's the seam. The thing that... Let me show you on this. I don't know. This one is a vase mode, so of course there is no seam. Let me... Up. Up. Okay. So... This one, for example, here, the white part is the seam. So if I look like this, the printer will print, poof, and then one layer up, and puff, etc., etc. And so there will be a seam here. The seam you can control wherever you want, but the retraction will basically change the setting of this. So this one I will show you a bit later. Okay, let me also... Sorry, I'm still on the... What if I do this? Okay. Okay, I think it should be better. Sorry, it's still my my sound. I tried to set it up. So, where was I? You can also check collection new filament adjustment on this profile on printable. It contains my full except EM calibration flow. Let me see this. New filament adjustments. Spider web, a stress test. So, well, you basically read my mind, because we're gonna do a fast stringing retraction test, which is gonna be used as temp tower, basically. A pressure advance test, and an extrusion test structure, which is, for me, this is one of the most important that we're gonna do. But I mean, one of the most important is also the one, this one, the pressure advance is a bit less important. But this one, the extrusion test, is important, and the one that we're currently doing is also important. So let me tell you a bit more about that. Yep. What am I doing? So, Love your product. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love the product too. I'm a sellout. Thank you for explaining what the setting really mean. Yeah, I will try to be as clear as possible, and we will go. Sorry. And we will go together through all the settings to see how to calibrate it yourself and how to, yeah, what everything means basically. Also, before we start, I want to show you. I was telling you that I have new tools. It have nothing to do with today's stream, but we will use it in 2 weeks when we're gonna do another paint stream. This thing I need to glue because it's keep. Okay. So this. Yeah, I kind of don't have anything to do with everything we're talking about, but this is a new tool. I mean, new tool. It's an old tool that I brought to the office because we will. It will be more useful there. No music on this side. You sure? No, I think it's just because it's too low. I hear it loud and clear. Music is playing. Why no music? Wait. Can you hear it? It's there. Okay. No, it was just very low, I think. No, basically, I mean, I won't talk about it for hours. It's just a multi-tool. That's it. Wow. It's just a multi-tool. I have all the accessories that are fully messed up. I need to clean everything. But yeah, we're gonna do a paint stream in 2 weeks, and we're gonna have a bit of sanding to do, a bit of cleaning. So it's gonna be useful. You're on the TV and it's very low. Okay. I don't want to put it too high either. Like that. I hope it's better. I don't want to put it too high either for the... My voice is lower than the music, it doesn't work. Now it's too loud. Okay, like that. Hopefully it's better. So yeah, it's a multi-tool. It's a Proxon. Nice. I like this brand. It's reliable. It doesn't vibrate at all. It's like... It's good. I'm not paid by them. I'm not promoting them. It's just that it's going to be useful for in the week. And hello. KL Nambio. So, for the matter of today. Oh, no, wait. I have other thing to show you. Because this we're going to use today. Damn, the camera setting is so bad. This looks brown. Even though, if I show it to you here, you will probably see the right color. Yeah, it's supposed to be orange. So those are the tools that we're going to use today. This one, most of you will probably already know. It's a caliper. It's made to measure stuff. This one is a digital caliper. So if I take this USB thingy, wait first, let's set it to 0. If I use this, I measure 12.02. This is good for quick measurements, quick and semi-precise measurements. And it's a digital one, so it's easy. You can switch it in inch and millimeters. Easy to use. Good for yeah, semi-precise measurement. I like it. Usually we say around 0.1 millimeters precision. But now, this is the real tool. For those who know, you would recognize this box. It's absolutely not a Mizumi. What am I saying? Not Mizumi. Why did I? Mizumi is a website to buy screws. A caliper. The most famous brand. Why did I forget this name? It's not Mitsubishi. It's not Mizumi. It's Mitsutoyo. My god. I don't know why I struggled so much. Mitsutoyo. So, yeah, no, it's just that it's the same design. But it's not a Mitsutoyo. I wish it was. Let me grab the chat again. Okay. I like the one that uses 2032 battery better than the 357 battery. Cimarron here, wait, which one is the 2032 are the big one? But the 357, which one are they? Let me see. Okay, yeah, this one uses LR44, I think. So maybe it's the equivalent to the 357. I'm so late. Don't worry, don't worry. As always, we barely started. And this one is another tool, another measurement device. It's a micrometer. This one is way more precise. This is the real deal. This one is a manual one. So I will explain to you how to read it because it's a bit weird, as you can see. But it's easy. I usually like manual one better because it's way cheaper. The digital caliper or the manual caliper, I usually tend to prefer the digital because it's way more convenient and the price is pretty much the same. And also thank you, Iron, for subscribing on YouTube. I have two that are 150 and just got a 300 millimeters unit. That's a big one. That's a big one. Quick tip, you can use the micrometer as a vise or a clamp if you don't have any. I don't know. I don't know about that. What do you mean a clamp? Or a vise? What are you trying to hold with it? What doesn't kill them make them stronger? Exactly. You can actually also, because this is quite hard, so you can use it as a hammer like that. Like you take a nail and you tap like that, and it works also nicely. I prefer digital over manual any day. When making PPAP report, it would make my eye cry after. Yeah, true. And even, I would say even more with a micrometer, because the micrometer is very annoying to read. I mean, I think it's a bit easier to read than a manual caliper. But the thing is that you use it, I mean, personally in my day-to-day life, I use a micrometer a bit less than I use the caliper. So I don't mind having a manual one, knowing the price of the digital that are very higher. The manual, the caliper though, since I'm always using it like to measure everything, it's way more convenient. And I think that reading a caliper, manual caliper is so annoying. So yeah, digital it is. All-purpose tools, exactly. With digital, you do it 20 times faster, and also they are precise enough for any plastic measurement. Yeah, true. But basically, for me, it was when I was machining, when I was turning metal parts. At first, it was for my student club. At first, I was only using a digital caliper. We didn't have a micrometer at first. And so we both a micrometer. Was it a Starret? Or was it a Mitutoyo? It was a Mitutoyo, I think. Yeah, because we had micrometer, but being in Canada, it was only inch. So no way I was using an inch micrometer. I didn't know how to read them. And anyway, so we both, I think it was a Mitutoyo metric manual micrometer. And the day I received it, my precision on my part that I was turning increased by like 10 times. Like I was way more precise. So the right tool, the right usage, and use the tool right, you will be precise. So I bought €20 digital one for home. Honestly, that one is almost same quality as Mitutoyo. Yeah, the thing is, it's the case for this one. This one is a cheap one. I don't remember the price. It's a cheap one because it's a usage for home. So yeah, I don't even have a lathe anymore. So exactly as you said earlier, I'm only measuring plastic parts. So what? Look at the new alert! Oh damn! I have alerts everywhere. Thank you, Mr. Kilted, for the raid. Let me put the alert one more because okay, I need to set up this one up and stream level. Thank you for the raid. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. Be comfortable. Up. Let me just deactivate this because I had to raid up save. Let me put it again so we can see the wonderful raid alert. If it's working. Yeah, lovely, it's not working. Well, anyway, thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid. You also the alert, so it's okay. Thank you for the raid. Welcome everyone. We are talking about calibration. So that's why you see a micrometer here, because we're basically calibrating. Tonight we're calibrating PTG, but the idea behind it is that I'm gonna calibrate mostly our engineering filament, so mostly PA, PC ABS, PC TPU, the usually basically the filaments that people struggle do at home, because tonight we're gonna do PTG just because it's easier, so that way I won't have too much problem on stream. But the idea is to calibrate the more complicated filaments. Anyway, what were you doing after a few hours of sniffing solder thin? Some relaxing sound nice. Yeah, indeed, to clearing out the lugs. So yeah, I can provide some silk PLA plus black and gold for the calibration. You should print a lathe for yourself. Actually, I wish. I really wish. Let me show you. I mean, I think you all know it, but there is already some lathe. This one is the one I want to do. Some 3D printed lathe. So of course it's a very small one, and it's not made for heavy part or etc. But still, it would be wonderful to have this one. Also, do not use any glove. Oh my god, you're the creator of this one. Thank you. As always, I will always repeat this. It has nothing to do with the stream, but when you're turning, and it's true for basically almost every heavy tool, but never use glove. Never. But always use loose shirt. Yeah, you loose shirt and tie. Use tie. Even, I would say, even for table saw, even for milling, even for... Never use glove. it's better to cut yourself than to lose an arm. Anyway, that's not what I'm really drifting away today, more than usual. Oh yeah, and thank you everyone for the IC for the follow and the subscription on YouTube. Thank you. I was busy modding an Xbox 360 for the first time. Damn, I need to go look at that. Always better to have the finger spinning off than you spinning off. Exactly. Back to calibration. True. So, this one. Why are we gonna use... It's yeah, I'm drifting away. I don't know where I am anymore. The sickness is kicking back. Hopla. I still don't have my tablet, so I still have to switch every scene manually. This is what's currently printing. So this will be our first calibration test. It's a cube. It's a cube of 40 by 40 millimeters. 40 by 40 by 40. The idea behind that is that we're printing it in vase mode. And honestly, I used those to calibrate, never again. Oh, tell me why, I'm curious. And so now the idea is to measure the thickness of the wall and to compare it to the thickness that was supposed to have in theory. So if I go in advance, this is technically the thickness that I'm supposed to have, the thickness of the wall. I'm gonna try to up. So technically on this print, the wall is supposed to be 0.45 millimeters. Yeah, this perimeter. So that means that when we're gonna measure it, and thank you for following Lalada. When we measure it, if it's smaller than that, that means that there is not enough filament being pushed out of the extruder. Meaning we need to boost a bit our extruder. If it's too thick, that means that we push too much filament. Meaning we need to reduce a bit. So it's done in 2 minutes. And when it will be done, we will measure it. So that's the idea behind it. I do 7-step calibration. Then I do 2 test prints and I'm done once those are perfectly, usually are. But what are your 7-step calibration? Tell me about it. So, let me just take this. Hopla. Let me see. Okay. So. Okay. And since Matey was nice enough to send us, I mean, basically go look at the page and you will see basically what we're gonna do tonight. So there is not the cube on it, but the cube is what we're doing right now. And then we're gonna do a stringing test, which is mostly to set up the temperature. Honestly, I'm not sure we're gonna do a pressure advance test, but we're gonna do an extrusion test, which is, let me show you, which is basically to calibrate the flow rate. I don't know why I'm saying basically, because it is to calibrate the flow rate of the filament. So, first and foremost, let me go take PTG, the let me go take where is it? This one. So this is a really useful thing. It's basically the product sheet of the filament. So for us it's PTG, and that's gonna be our base to set up our filament. So of course there is the temperature, there is the speed, and there is stuff like the raft, not really important, but the retraction speed, the retraction distance, etc, etc. So this is our base to start. First I do temp tower, then I do max volumetric speed. Yep, give me a sec, I lost your message. First I do temp tower, then I do max volumetric speed, then I do pressure advance, sometimes two-way, then flow. Retraction, yeah, we're also gonna do this. Cornering, VFA, and then I do tolerance test prints. That's a good idea actually. The thing is, okay, we're not gonna do tolerance nor VFA, even though I'm supposed to do a VFA. The thing is that these calibrations are mostly here to calibrate your printer more than your filament. So for example, the VFA, it depends a lot on your belt tension. So meaning the filament won't do much about the VFA, it's the printer that will do. So today we're calibrating the filament and not the printer itself. I used to make this cube to start, but then some print restriction made it different, as you don't always print just same width wall on constant vase mode. True, but I don't think it's the case for the core one and for Prusa Slicer. Technically the width of the wall is supposed to be constant. I do a pretty flat model of 4EM. I look at how top layer turned out. Yeah, that's also another technique, is basically doing a visual thing. You don't need the micrometer, you can look at it. A bit like what Maki was saying last time when he was looking at the at the bottom of the print. You can see that if there is gap, you can put a bit more extrusion multiplier. VFA usually skip due to it's almost never an issue. I actually do have issue of VFA on this printer. No, actually no, it's not VFA. I have a bit of ringing, but I think the ringing is also mostly due because the table is not stable, which is another issue. But I will eventually calibrate my belt. Anyway, let's do the extrusion multiplier. Like I will show you, and you can see that, yeah, there is quite a lot of ringing. Also, for this, hello Rattle Pro. For this, well, first I use the old plate because it's a texture plate, and it's, in my case, way better for PTG. Hopla. Well, the bottom surface is very clean. There is a little issue there, but you will see that it's not due to the yeah, you can see the blind spot. It's not a printer issue, it's a plate issue. You can see this spot here is missing texture, and it's exactly the spot here. So your finger, yeah, no, don't sorry for that. I will put some often it's fingerprint issue. Yeah, this one is not fingerprint, is really just texture missing from the thing. On Core 1 there is a relatively specific linear speed where VFA showed up. There's update the profile at some point to avoid it. Yeah, I read that. I didn't read it, but I know that Josef Prusa made an article specifically for that. And you can see that there is quite... I mean, it's okay. You can see there is a bit. of ringing. Overall is very clean. Also, as I said, filament dry. Filament very dry. Well, I'm switching. Sorry. Filament very dry. So it's PTG. I dried it for... I don't know how much. I put it, I think, 2 days ago, and I forgot it. And so it's quite dry. Using PLA plus 2.0 on my Snapmaker U1 in all color. I have used printed flawlessly. Nice. Lovely. We were supposed to have a Snapmaker, I think. I wish we had one. Is it the U1 with the tool changer? I don't remember. But I want the Snapmaker that have the tool changer. I got VFA usually at like 105, 115. But it's so small that I didn't mind it. Often don't print at that speed either way. Yeah, I would... I don't know what... I was about to say I usually go slower, but no, it's about this speed that I print. Well, I will see if I have issue with that. Even the white. I'm a bit sick, Maki. I'm too slow to understand everything. The U1 is one with the tool changer. The other 3-in-1 Snapmaker printer are junk. You said it, not me. I never tried it. For tool changer, I really want to try that. Either go slow or fast. There's no in between. True. So, the micrometer. I'm just going to show you how to read it, because it can be a bit confusing. So basically, there is 2 knobs on the micrometer. There is this knob and this one. So this one is just a normal knob to go back and forth. This one is a couple limiter. So I will try to make you listen to it. Okay, I need to remove the noise filter. I don't know if you can hear it. The music on top. Okay, ASMR. Yes, we can. Yeah, I think you can. Yeah. I hope it's not too loud. Basically, the point is that this allows you to always have the same pressure, constant pressure on the thing, to have the most precise measurement. Because, for example, if I measure this, Yopla. It's a bit hard to look at the screen while doing it. As you can see, if I do this, it doesn't change. The number is the same. But if I use the other knob, I can apply more or less pressure, and it will change the measurement. So basically, this guarantees that the measurement is always the same no matter the pressure that you put. And that's also what guarantees a good quality measurement. That's one of the flaws of the digital caliper, is that I'm calibrating it at 0. But for example, if I'm someone, depending on who uses it, the person is going to apply more or less pressure. Maybe I'm someone who doesn't apply pressure at all, and you can see 0.1. Or maybe opposite, I'm applying a lot of pressure. And here, minus 0.02. So the measurement will depend on the user. And this little knob on the back prevents that. The pressure will always be the same. And also something important is that if you read the number, if it want to focus, okay, when I'm at 0 here, I'm at 0 there. I only do the visual calibration for flow now. Yeah, not measure wall width. Like even if you measure 0.01 off 0.84, it's over 2%. Yeah, but you're right. You're right. I have the micrometer, I have the cube, so I'm gonna do the thing very cleanly. But of course, you don't have to do this. You can calibrate it visually, as we said with the bottom. Just looking at it can already tell if you need more or less multiplier. It's better to do visual and then also tolerance on parts rather than one wall width, because often there is not just one wall. And that's why also the good thing is to measure, of course, the four wall. Measure how do you say, several times, and on different cube, and on different orientation of cube also. Like this one was printed like that, but you can print it with an angle. You can print it a bit like, and it will, basically the more data you have, the better it is. So now, measure twice, cut once, exactly. And should make 2 wall, 3 wall, etc. Yeah, to see if there is a and now the problem also is that depending on your slicer, you might have different, on your wall generator, you might have different thing. With Arachne, for example, so, well, technically if it's a cube, you shouldn't have any difference, but sometimes it will squeeze a bit, or the opposite, it will make it a bit wider, so it can also influence the thing. So, how to read it? As we said, this is supposed to be 0.45 millimeter. So, I'm putting it like that, and I'm slowly tightening it up. Now, you can see that there is a 0, there is a little bar on the bottom, and then there is the number on the side. And the number indicates 42. So, what does it mean? If I go back a bit, you can see that there is line on the top and there is line on the bottom. The line on the top represents the millimeter, and the line on the bottom represents half of millimeter. So, if I'm, and the number on the wheel go from 0 to 50. So, if I'm between the top and the bottom, that means that I'm between 0 and 0.5 millimeter. And if I'm between the bottom and the top, I'm between 0.5 and 1 millimeter. And then I add the number that I find here. So for example, when we measured, we were between 0 and 0.5. So that means that I take 0 and I add, so we measure 42. So 42. So that means that the wall here is 0.42 millimeter. But for example, if I take my SD card here, I hope I'm clear because it's kind of a mess to if you're not used to it, it's kind of a mess to understand this kind of thing. So for example, the SD card, if we read it like this, we can see that we have two bar on top, so we are 2 millimeters, and then we are right after the second bar on top, so we are between 2 and 2.5 millimeter. So this measure between 2 and 2.5. And the number that we read on the right is 3. So this measurement is 2 plus 0.3. So this measure 2.03 millimeter. Genius. Exactly. Measure twice, cut 5 times, and then start over. Exactly. Because and then measure twice, and then you're confused because you measure too much, and you don't remember what is what. Huge wall thickness. Exactly. 42 is always the right answer. Always. 420. It's a sign. It's a sign. I will try to have. I just want something that measure between 0.5 and 1 to show you the trick. Ah, this one is perfect. I mean, no, it's not quite perfect. Okay, wait. Still under. I want something over. Everything is under. That's annoying. I want something. This maybe a bit over. Okay, I will force it because it's no. I won't force it. Well, it doesn't matter. Let's say, for example, that I'm here. Oh, I'm blocking it. So here you can see that I'm at 5 millimeter plus 1 bar at the bottom. So it means that I am at 5.5 millimeter plus, because I'm on the right of the bar at the bottom, I add the number on the right, 24. So this measurement is 5.5 plus 0.24, 5.74 millimeter. I hope I'm clear. So that's it. So now we are gonna measure that, but actually we're not gonna measure that, not now, because since it's gonna take a bit of time, we're gonna start a print and then we're gonna measure that. So that way it can print while we work. The ultimate answer to life, the universe, and everything else. Let's stick to digital. Yeah, okay, said like this, it's true that maybe when you have a digital and you do click and you have the value, maybe it's easier. But I think that you're a bit picky. I think. So this and so we're gonna start with that. So it's a little stringing test. Up 8 millimeters. Oof. So if you see, they advise us to use 0% infill, seam painting to have the seam facing each other. I will try to see up. Yeah. I know that there was something on Prusa Slicer to have a seam painting that's straight. I don't remember how to do it. We don't live in the 60s anymore. Yeah, that's true. I'm used to all tools. I like it. Best filament on the market. Thank you. Thank you. You're right. So, If someone know how to do straight seam, it's been a long time since I didn't do it, so block seam remove. I know that there was something like if I do this like that, I want to see. No, I'm just gonna use the default setting. I know that there was something like you click, then you do shift. I don't remember. Like there was a trick, and if you did it, it automatically make a straight line. It was a bug on Pusha Slicer, but I don't remember what it is. So we're just gonna stick with that, even though it's the latest Pusha Slicer version. Does it have scarf seam implemented? That's a good... Damn, it's been a long time since I didn't use Pusha Slicer. So the seam, I need to remember where the seam are also. Here. Random nearest align staggered in a seam. No. Select circle mode, brush size to minimum, and then look from top to bottom so the circle cover. Oh, like that. And then you take the minimum one. I see what you're trying to do. Okay, so something like that. A bit like that. I see what you're trying to do. Yeah. Sebastian, I'm just gonna investigate on the matter a bit later. Give me a second. Okay, no, I'm trying to... What if I do this? Almost there. Good. Perfect. Now, this one is not perfect. The other one is perfect. Ah, wait. Shift. Okay. Ah. No, I forgot the bottom. Perfect enough. You're still in sphere mode. Brush. Indeed. Wait. Then let's do it again. Indeed, that's easier. Hopla! I don't... Okay, I want it to be perfect. Let me put it fully centered to the screen like this. Okay. Now it's almost perfect. Good enough. So yeah, Sebastian. Scarf joint. Yeah, there is the scarf. Layer and perimeter advance. Yeah, there is the scarf joint placement. Nowhere, contour everywhere. I didn't. I never tried the scarf joint. I know that it's been implemented since quite a long time now, and I didn't try it. I was way more aware of the news and all the new implementation on the slicer like 2 years ago. But since 2 years, I really didn't look at what was the new thing and what was the new thing on the slicer. So this is what we have, and we're gonna start. I'm gonna write it down. So 8 minutes. 8 minutes, but we can consider that there is 8 minutes that are gonna be just the printer setting itself up. Let me take a blank page. Yeah. Okay, so a pen. And we are at, so on the page we were, the recommended temperature are between 230 and 260. I will try at 220, even though I'm probably not gonna use it. I'm still gonna try at 220. That's gonna be the first thing. So yeah. Puff. 250? Damn. What's the bed temperature recommendation, by the way? 60, 70? Yeah, because 85. That's quite high, especially since we have an enclosure. So I didn't modify the extrusion multiplier since we didn't measure it yet. I'm still gonna start it. And oh no, I want to do this too. If up, what did I do? No. So add parts, text. And I will add 220. Up. Ah. No, okay, maybe if I activate my my numpad, it's gonna work better. Right. 220, like that. 7. It's just to know cut. Okay. It's just so we can see, we can read the number. I would like though to, no, it's okay. It's okay like this. Okay. We're gonna send it now. And we are ready for the 220. 220. So, in the meantime, I mean, I'm still gonna use this. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna, I should have written the axes. Well, anyway, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That way it's 2 measurements per wall, even though it's going to be a bit more than that. Okay. 42. Wait. Also something. Always clean the surface of the thing. Even though there is technically not much issue. You can hear the calibration of the printer in the background. Did we lose audio? No. Did you? Wait. Maybe I'm not just speaking anymore. Time for me to get something cooking in the kitchen. It's been a long stream and I'm hungry too. And I think we have this to eat. I will eat the breadstick. I think it's cool that you still write on a book the classic way. But yes, I don't know, it's just so much. It's good for a project book. It's so... No, okay, perfect. I find it easier, in a way, to have the... To have just a notepad, a pen, easy. Yeah, I do print my own breadstick. This one is PLA with a little chip of ABS on top. 42. $43. And that way you can see my perfect handwriting too. 42. Bye. $42. 42. I think we're at 42. Measure 6 times and then use a dice to figure out which measurement you take. Fairly chosen by dice. Exactly. It's gonna be this one. Well, anyway, I think the average will be quite easy to do. Wasn't that 43 also? Wait, what? This is 43 for sure. Right. Did I miss a measurement? I'm not focused enough. I see double, that's why. This was 43. This is 42. Well, that's 43. Yeah. 43, 42. I see double. $43. $43. Now that's a very entertaining stream. 42. 48. No. So it's funny because listening to the... We're right now listening to the OST of Ace Attorney. I'm gonna say something. I don't even know why I'm call all measurements exclamation point equals 42 outliner and ignore them. I wish maybe the digital would have been great indeed. This is a perfect 42. I don't know why I was about to say that, but yeah. I had a favor of listening to the OST of Ace Attorney. I just measured it, I didn't even read the thing. 42. Because basically it reminds me having, like, being on the workshop like that and having the Proxen with me. Yeah. It reminds me when I was doing a boat, a wooden boat, a wooden figure of a boat, and it took me a lot of time to do it. And while I was doing it, I was listening to the stream of a French streamer who was playing Ace Attorney. So now every time I'm listening to this OST. I have 42 and 42. I have the memory of me making the boat. It was great. A great moment. $42. A great moment spent with Antoine Daniel on Ace Attorney. 42, 42. There is quite a lot of stream that I missed, but now I need another boat to follow up on the latest Ace Attorney stream. 42. At first I wanted to do a boat on stream. 43. I will show you. I will show you which boat I wanted to do. It was supposed to be in 2 weeks. We were supposed to be doing this. This boat. The print is amazing. But I start slicing it and it was awful. It was awful to print because you cannot see air. But there is such small parts. Like they are so small. And printing it in FDM, like it was awful. Like this little, and mind you, I changed the scale to make it bigger than the original model. And like this thing, even though I was printing it with a 0.25 nozzle, it was bad. It was awful to print. So I was like, nah, we're not gonna do this. We're just gonna do another print. And we're gonna keep this one for later. I still want to do it, but I didn't have the fate to slice everything. Isn't it always like that? Great pictures, terrible in real life. I mean, shout out to the guy who made it, because the pictures that he put on Cult are very good. And he printed it with like, I don't remember what printer, maybe an Ender 3 or something like that. So really shout out to them, because it's impressive. They said that they took a wooden model and that they made it in 3D. So, I kept the door open. My bad. I need to keep the door closed even more if we do a temp test. Okay, so let me take my calculator. We are at 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'm gonna take 2 more measurements, so that way we are right on the 20. Hopla. $42. And $43. Okay, let's calculate the average. Yep. And in the meantime, I will eat a breadstick. Okay. That's some good breadstick. Excuse me, mister, but it's true to print PTG at 220. Is it? I don't see any issue. It's printing perfectly. So 42.4. That's the average. 42.4 millimeter. Now, if we take 45 divided by 42.4, we have an extrusion multiplier of 0.06 13207.547, and of course we are gonna take all these number in the slicer. That's very important. Of course. Wine. I don't know why when I say one, I say wine now. Anyway, got a ship in February to start 600 millimeters long. Wait. Oh, I'm very slow. Very, very slow. Okay, yeah, because we were talking about ship model. Yeah, of course. 60 centimeters. That's a big ship. That's a very big ship. That's nice. Mine was like this. Maybe. I don't know. 1.6. So, basically, all that to say that our extrusion multiplier is 1.06. Can we even put 0.06? Yes, we can. Doing it for a giveaway. Ooh, that's nice. That almost fits on one bed. Depend on the bed, but technically, is it like a 3D printed boat, or is it a fully like wooden classical model kit? Okay, so desktop. Here, as you can see, extrusion multiplier 1.06. That's the new value. Also, spool weight 162. I'm not sure about that. So what I will do is that I will come back. Be right back. I don't remember where I've put the scale. I'm supposed to have a scale, but I don't know where it is. Huh. Where's the scale? I think it's in the other room, but I cannot find it either. Well, wait. Hello, hello, clone hammer. Now do a flow calibration with the normal flat with that 1.0. That's a good. Technically, that's what we're supposed to do, and actually, that's what we're gonna do. What's the what's your calibration file though for that you use for the EM? Because I don't want to do a cube because it's too long. Okay, let me see. Well, I don't know. It's a shame. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, because I was supposed to get the scale to measure the weight of the empty spool, but I don't know where I put the scale. And I know that tomorrow, or no, I will find it whenever I click on stop the stream. It's a shame. Anyway. On the right. You know that I can believe you. By the way, on the right, this one is done. I do Bamboo Studio own and adjust them, since you don't need to print as many as it's often made automatically. So no need for download, etc. Okay. Not many on YouTube. I mean, if the counter is right, it's more than usual for a solo stream. It's just that Maki is the one speaking the most. And he's on Twitch, as every one of you should be. Slicer doesn't have built-in calibration stuff. I don't think so. At least I never used it. Maybe someone will tell me if... I don't think so. Let me see. At least I never used it. There's a Banshee built it? Okay. Watching on Twitch gives you channel points so you can convert on Tomato Pro. Exactly. That's very useful. A shape gallery. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. For the Banshee, yeah. For the Banshee, indeed. And you can add, like, yeah, there's the whole library. A screw. A bunny. I'm sorry for filling the chat. No, that's perfect. And also, yeah. Not much to say. Filament very dry. Print very clean. No, there is no calibration tab. No, that's not the thing. That's this one. I mean, you can still export it directly from Prusa, but it's a bit from Bamboo, but it's a bit useless. I wish there was there, but nothing no stringing. I mean, no stringing, yeah, okay, it's normal because it's 220, it's lower temperature, so the no stringing is normal. There is a bit of stringing. Where? You have really good eyes if you see them. Ah. There is one hair at the bottom. Yeah, you can see the shiny thing. That's it. That's not what that's not really what I call stringing. Oh, it was your head. Now let's modify the text. Put 230. And we're gonna modify, of course, the filament at 230. Hopla. So let me do if I do, because the thing, okay, I'm gonna, oh sorry, I'm not showing my screen. So this will go on Java plate. Box up, it's gonna be 2mm. Of course, 2mm by 20 by 20. Hopla. Full. With one perimeter only. That should be good. Now, hopla. Now we send, and it's technically take 2 minutes. I doubt it will because with all the calibration and everything. Okay. Off topic, but it's crazy how many fake SUNLU stores there are lately. A friend of mine got scammed. Yeah, you're not the first one to say that. We usually have question regarding is this website official? Is this in doubt? There is some reseller, some semi-official thing, or like. But if you have any doubt, the only website is this one, is sunlu.com or store.sunlu.com. But if you type sunlu.com, it will bring you here. So sunlu.com, that's the only official one. And they changed it recently. We complained a lot. And so they finally changed it. Look at this, it's a bit different than before. It's a bit better. Up. Hopla. So 230. Up. What was the speed, by the way? We're quite slow. That's okay. The thing is that if we're that slow, I wish to speed it up a bit, just to force a bit the difference. No, not this one. That. Hello, will post it to chat. Hello. Yep. Wow. Oh no. Sorry. What the hell? Oh no, I did the. Is it? Well, I'm sorry. It's my bad. If you've been timed out, I clicked the wrong button. When scam sites are offering filament for like €4 roll, bell should ring. Yeah. No link. Yeah, but I had the option to click yes or no. I click yes, and yet it still deleted the thing. And timed you out, Hackman, for 30 seconds. I'm sorry. I think I pressed the wrong button. It's a wrong movement, I'm sorry. Okay, breadstick time. Indeed, as we say in French, chef. I will have more filament refill, I believe. Okay, I'm reading the chat here. I myself read the chat in the return. And because my chat on the screen, for whatever reason, is very late. But the printer is hiding it, so... My god. I would love more filament refill. I believe that's the way to go. You see a lot of people with... A lot of posts with people with ton of empty spool. I mean... And that's just a part of it, of course. It's nothing compared to what we actually have. But I agree, yeah. Other 6 roll yesterday, since what else I'm gonna do with the addition of a voice. Addiction of a voice. You need to buy more, that's the only solution. Should be able to right click the name and undo it. Yeah, but since it was 30 seconds. And also the thing. That's a bit annoying. Is that since they've been timed out, the message have been deleted, so the name is not in the chat anymore for me to right click on it, meaning I would need to do /unban, but the time for me to type /unban, they are already out of the timeout. It was just so, yeah. Should be able to joining a spool soon. I'm always trying, I don't know if you have an idea, but I'm always trying to idea of what to use what to use the empty spool for. A construction or whatever. Is SUNLU going to support open print tag? I wish. I cannot say anything, basically. I cannot say, mostly because I don't know the inside. I personally, sorry again. I personally had discussion with person at Pusha regarding that, but it was really informal. It was mostly for me to know what they do with it. But on the company level, I cannot say anything. I'm not even aware, basically, of what's going on. I wish, but yeah, welcome back. I asked the same question on the last stream as well. Yeah, it would be awesome, but maybe no, I cannot say anything because I have another surprise for you. I mean, for you it won't be very interesting, but I will do a stream on the 28th of January in a quite special place, and when I will be in this place I will be able to ask questions regarding that. So yeah, don't worry, but I don't buy SUNLU in the future. No, it's my fault. Okay, anyway, I speak, but I'd start printing now. Okay, I speak, but we don't move forward. Okay, so, but the thing is that now that it's printing, I don't have much to do. So I'm just yapping, but as always, we didn't do much calibration. The thing is, we need to do the... Okay, I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the extrusion test structure. Yep. Give me a sec. So we're gonna take this model. I'm just reading it because that's the first time for me to use it. Made by CNC Kitchen. It's an extrusion test structure. So this is what we're gonna use to test the flow rate of the filament. So if I take that, we are at where is it again? Yeah, but this is not the one I want, the 5.3. I could calculate, but I don't want to do this. Because the flow rate, if I remember correctly, on volumetric speed, millimeter cube per second. Yeah, that's it. So I'm looking for the formal information. Volumetric speed, where is it? Is it even displayed? Oh, it's printed. No. Well, we will see, because anyway, on this one, it said it's at 20. So, I mean, sometimes it is, so that's why, I don't know. But that's what we're gonna do. Okay, but first this one is... So I got some glow-in-the-dark PLA, need to go slower and hotter than other PLA. Yeah. But it looked good when processed. Blah. Yep. Anyway, I will do another cube in vase mode. Paf. So I can start this one, the 230, and we can have a look at this. No. That. I need a white surface, but the thing is that the white is because the autofocus of this camera is so bad, and it's bad because the grid is messing up with it. So what do you think? It's a bit too much. It's a bit too much. Knowing that there is just one perimeter though. There is still some... no. I was about to say there is still some gap there, but no. It's just the light from the side. It's a bit weird, but you can see that the light on the... Since the orientation is not the same, the light doesn't penetrate the print the same, and so it appears lighter on the perimeter. Which is funny. But other than that, sorry for my disgusting hand. I mean, it's okay. It is pretty coarse, yeah. It is pretty coarse. I will need to do it on a bigger cube to have more surface to analyze it. Okay, now I want to see. I mean, the fact that we said that it's pretty coarse, yet this is so clean compared to the print that we could do like 5 years ago. Not 5 years, I'm exaggerating, but maybe 10 years ago. Any thought on the Quiddy Q2? No! No, because we were supposed to have one. And we don't. So I could never test it. It's still waiting for us in France, in Toulouse. But we don't have it because we don't have a way to get it. And you can see that I'm a bit shy of the 20. I'm at 7/10. 10th? What am I saying? 0.07. And this one, oh no, it's because I have a bit of elephant foot. This one is, you cannot make that up. 20. I did it 20 by 20. How's everyone going? Perfect. You can see with the light reflecting, it also has bump on it. Yeah. You can see. I mean, you're a bit picky. Not gonna lie. I think it's almost perfect. That's why I want to do a bigger one. I bought it there and they said it was delivered but nothing arrived and I lost my money. I bought it there. Are you speaking about what do you call that? Right on the money, exactly. Gotta be picky if you want great results. Indeed. But right on the money, not for this one then. This one, we are shy of the 20. And I was about to say it's because we have elephant foot, but no. Actually, the elephant foot compensation is a bit too strong, I think. What's this one doing? Ah, my bad. I'm a bit stupid. It didn't manage to clean the nozzle. Why? Because I forgot to... Because I forgot to remove the little purge line. So it went on the purge line and of course it got stick and yeah. Yep. What with the small dummy 13? I need to reprint another one. It's in the entry now. It's not... I don't have the small one anymore. But maybe you're talking about this one. And also I have one here. You cannot see... Oh, can you? Wait, if I do this... Yeah, you can see a bit of his arm. But yeah. Big dummy. He's watching you to see if you're behaving. The handle on the car one door will fall off at some point. Will it? The orange handle? It's pretty big. What scale is this one? It's 1300, I think. 1300, and this one, you can see the little the end is 1100. Yeah, no, I know. I realized too late. It's just that we also have a normal size dummy that's usually on stream, so I thought you were talking about this one. Multitasking, make mistake. Yep, exactly. I'm not doing anything on stream, and I'm not doing anything now. Okay, now I'm gonna save this up, and we're gonna prepare the flow rate test. Now, I'm sorry for the quality of the stream tonight. I'm I'm yapping about everything. Yeah, the orange one, it's attached with sticky tape. I attached it with screws on mine. Damn. Okay. That's good to know. Yeah, with the heat, maybe it's gonna, yeah. Pro streamer. Oh yeah, I'm like, I'm not doing anything. I'm just yapping. Okay, let me download this. So, speed test tractor. I've got a 1300 scale dummy in the passenger seat of my truck. It takes him everywhere with me. The only problem with big scale like that is that they don't hold themselves. Like this one, I made a stand. I mean, right now he's seated, but I made a stand for him, but I wish it could like stand on itself. That would be so great. So, first let me take the instruction A to do it, and then I'm taking this desktop, and that's it. So this is what we're gonna do. PTG 1.06 to for now we're gonna stay at, no, we're gonna go lower, 240. Because the lower, the harder it's gonna be on the nozzle. 230 even. So it's gonna be easier to see the flows. 70 degree, 70 degree. Okay, now we go in print setting. Infill. No, sorry. Layer and perimeter. Spiral vase. So basically the vase mode. Yes. So now if you look, it's a vase mode. We enable the brim, of course, because since it's a vase mode, it's better to have the brim. Layer 8 at 35. I don't have music anymore. What? Persona 4 chill steady music. Well, it's gonna be Persona 4 then. Yeah, my EM is set to 1, don't forget to change it. Yep. So we said 35. Set the extrusion width to 0.7. So it's gonna be in advance. Up. I'm gonna put it at 7 everywhere. Even though there is just perimeter. My god. Like this. Now, I slice it every time. There is no point doing it. It's just me. I don't know. Set the speed for external perimeter at 100. Like this. Then limit the maximum flow under advanced filament setting to 10. We are at 10. This should lead to the wall structure being printed at 10 millimeters per second, which is nice to factorize. Indeed, it is. So now, if we go to speed, it is not at all at 10 millimeters per second. What did I do? We are closer to the 50. I'm at... Wait. 10, yes. 100. Yeah. Let me take the... Yep. Where did I put the chat? I need you. Oh, it's the volumetric speed, not the linear. Oh my god. Okay, my bad. Wait, what? I put the layer height to 0.333 for this model. This way the layer line perfectly aligned with the notch on the model. Okay, let me first do this. 30. It's the max volumetric speed. Wait, am I stupid? Let me take it again. Am I stupid? Advanced. In the filament section. Max volumetric speed 10. Which one did I miss? In Jacob Viewer, change display mode to volumetric speed. Okay, let me do this. Display mode. Wait, my god. Nozzle diameter, no. My god. Well, I will do it at when I will export it, I guess. Test, what's the volumetric speed? Oh my god. Not found. Yeah, I know. I want to save it. Save. Desktop. Speed test structure. Okay. Okay. Now. Up. Let me see. I'm at 10, okay. In the Jacob Viewer, change display mode to volumetric speed. Wait, what? This one? Oh, you mean... I'm so stupid. No, wait, no! I'm not stupid. Yes, this is 10. That... Oh, I don't show my screen. That I agree, this is 10. Okay. But my point is that on the guide they say that this should lead to the whole structure being printed at 10 millimeters per second. I think they just forgot the cube. Because it's not printed at 10 millimeters per second, it's printed at 10 millimeters cube per second. Oh my god. Anyway, add a custom G-code every 2 minutes where you change the speed multiplier. Start at a low value, 60%, and increase it step by step. Oh yeah, okay, because and then they go beyond the... Okay, I was like, but 10 is not that much, but they go beyond. Custom G-code. Okay, let me... Copy. Paste. So this is M220 is the volumetric speed, and S is the value. So 60 is 60%. Okay. Then we go to 4. $70. I don't know if I will go. I disappeared to the couch. I let the run stream. I wish you a nice stream and nice evening. You too. Anyway, I'm gonna do this one. Then we're gonna see the stringing on the other one. And then I'm gonna stop anyway. What? What was that? Nothing. What? What's this? Did you hear it? No. Okay. 6. But good night, good night. 8. Hopla. First, also. Ah, now there is more stringing. I mean, also because we boost the extrusion multiplier. So of course, since we boost it a bit, there is a bit more filaments going out, and so a bit more stringing. Indeed, there is way more stringing. Yeah, but it needs to be on the dark surface. Nice, look at this. We have some stringing. Okay, let me just save this one. I'm gonna open the temp again. And then, so where is the temp? Stringing test. We're gonna launch a test at 240. We're gonna launch a test at 240 so that way we can... Oh, I opened bamboo. No, this one. And so when it's gonna be at 240 we can work on it. So we can work on the rest. 240. I'm still gonna reduce it a bit for just to see. I shouldn't do that, but I shouldn't do that. Why am I doing this? It needs to be consistent. Up, send, print. Okay, so We're gonna take it again, this one. But why is it this camera now? It's because I ran out of battery on the other one. That's a sign that I need to stop. Because now the green screen is all fucked up. I just add custom G-code on the printer screen to, after layer, change G-code. So I don't have to manually insert G-code on every layer. I've just sent you a link to expect G-code on Twitch so I don't get banned in the chat. Thank you, thank you. Wait. I just add custom G-code on the printer's screen to after layer. Ah, okay, yeah, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. So basically you have a custom code on your printer. Let me get it. Let me get it. Yeah. So this is the G-code on printer, custom G-code. Hopla. I never modified the G-code of my, let me read it, of the printer. So first let me see it to see if I understand what it is. Where did I put it? So just paste. If layer number superior to or equal to 7 and layer number 7 %6 equals 0. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, so now I need to see where is the layer change. Start G-code. Start and G-code. If layer Z. You might want to change 60 plus to 100 plus. Yes. Let me just find the line. Where? Start. If chamber minimal, no. Before. Ah. After. Hopla. If layer number. Yeah, because anyway we're gonna be at more than 10. It's almost certain. And thank you for following Rodrigo and Major Avoc. So now look at this. We are starting at 10 here, and the last one here on top is 28 millimeter cube per second. You only change it in the message. You need to change it the M20. Oh, my bad. Did I do that? Oh, the M20. Yep, yeah, indeed. Yeah. Oh wait, the message, I'm stupid, there is the thingy here. Point de suspension. Non, not point de suspension. Point virgule. 32. Good. The only thing I'm wondering is... do I really want to do it every 2 millimeters? Because it's a lot. But it's gonna be okay. This is done in 42 minutes. Okay. We're gonna save it like this. Okay. Tribute from Germany, Europe. What the flow rate for SUNLU makes PLA gray in general mode or less than 1. That's what we're calculating. I mean, I don't know. Because we didn't do it yet. The PLA. For the PETG, it's a bit higher than 1. I would assume that for the PLA it's the same. Because I printed with PLA dual color, it was missing a bit. So I would put it a bit higher. They are not on the model yet. This change rate matches, yeah. True. Will there be matte color? There is matte color. Why is there no lavender purple matte PLA to buy here in Germany on February 2026? Is there EW color palette? Wait a sec, let me check. Because there is a lavender. Oh my god, you're gonna have the ugly camera, sorry. I'm sorry. Wait, let me go check. Because there is a matte filament. Matte PLA. Indeed, there is maybe not matte purple. Wait, but the 3D SUNLU doesn't work. Well, I don't know. Yeah, this doesn't work. I don't know. I'm sorry. You can remove all bottom layer as well. Yeah, I mean, not that it changed anything. It will give more stability. I mean, there is the brim, so the brim or the bottom layer. Yeah. It will make it a bit quicker. It will make it way quicker. Wait, I will put it out another. Come on. Oh yeah, but okay. Yeah, no, okay. Since it's considered still the... Yes, there is no layer. But it's still considered full, so the brim doesn't want to put it inside. Okay, I get it. I get it. 22. It's okay. Okay. I mean, more different matte color. I don't know. That's a good question. Well, this cam is driving me insane. That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe brim separation gap to 0. That's also a good idea. I mean, I'm at 0, 1. Not that it will change anything. Because that way it will be a bit more stable. Okay. So, this one is done in 6 minutes. Then I'm gonna start this one tonight. Anyway, I think we're gonna stop here. Up. Good evening, good evening. When might we see SUNLU filament profile for the H2 series of Bamboo Lab printer? The profile only seems to exist for the older A1, P1 and X1. I don't know, because the thing is, in this office right now we don't have a H2, so I cannot do the profile for it. But usually what work for the old work for the new, especially since the old profile are all PLA, PTG, and that's it, I think. So the difference will be very, very small. So you can still use technically the preset. I would go straight with made a profile, yeah. Prefer going with something and then calibrate. Oh my god, sorry for that. I'm so sleepy. I'm so sleepy, sorry. Because I'm sick. I'm sick of this. Okay, so what's the plan now? Aren't we all sleepy? Exactly. The plan is to go eat. But first, I'm gonna wait for this to finish printing. Then I'm gonna start the volumetric speed that we just did. You have a fever, filament fever. I have just filament fever. That's the only fever that I have. I do have a fever. So yeah, tonight I'm gonna start this one. And that way, yeah, we'll have a proper calibration of the PTG. The idea is not to publish the PTG profile, because anyway, there is already a profile for the PTG, which work great. The idea is that I'm gonna swap the nozzle to the harder nozzle that we mount on the last live stream. Also, just a quick note, if you have anybody that you want to raid, send your suggestion and I will take it. And when I will have the hardened nozzle, I will start calibrating the engineering filament. So, starting probably with the PA 12, 6, and then we will see. We will see, but the idea is to have all the filaments, all the presets ready to be printed on Prusa Slicer. That's the idea. Okay. So, the program now is making 2000 calibration, and it's time to change the nozzle, gear, grease, tune the belt, and also remove the fan completely. Exactly. Get a new printer. So, what's the program? Next week we will have a stream on Wednesday, as always. It's gonna be a talk show with Teme. It's gonna be about making stronger prints. Then, thank you, Builders Mark. I'm gonna go take a look. Up. Making crafting like that. So I was saying, and there is some printing running, I can see. Okay, we're gonna rock them, I guess. Rock them. Oh my god, I just read the title, so what did I read rock, and so I had this word in mind. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, next stream on Wednesday at 8 PM, we're gonna talk about how to make your print stronger, and we're gonna have a giveaway. So the different technique, mostly the slicing technique to make your print stronger. And then we're gonna do a giveaway. Stronger prints, wall amount, temp, infill difference, layer 8 and layer prints, angle direction. Exactly, you got it all. Maki, I doubt we will teach you anything, but I'm sure you will be there still. I'm here only for giveaway, exactly, that's why you're always here for the solo live stream. Now, after Wednesday, I will have another 2 stream together. I mean, the solo stream like that, and it's gonna be the comeback of the paint stream. Paint, and it's gonna be nice. because the model that we are gonna do is nice. I like the model. I'm already printing it, so I look forward to that. Basically, not to spoil you the model, but it's related to Cyberpunk. I played a lot of Cyberpunk during the holiday. I did the DLC, and so now I'm in a Cyberpunk fever. And so we're gonna print and paint some Cyberpunk. And for those who follow, we also have another Cyberpunk project coming later this year, so everything is related. Anyway, it's time for us to start the raid. Here. Up. You are ready to raid. And it's time for me to wish you a good night. I need to chat though, because I... Where did I put the chat? Here. Ah, yeah. Okay. For the printer, no. The printer is later. So have a good night, but yeah, that's the project. It's the printer indeed. The one, no, you cannot see. Have a good night. Good evening. This one is done. I can hear it. And see you next week then. Thank you for being there. Thank you for being on the stream with me. It was fun, even though it was very messy, as always. But it was fun nonetheless. The stream starts. The credits roll. I'm increasing the volume of the music. I'm muting my mic. And see you next week. Bye bye.